season, RJ. Is it easier to play hard towards the start of the year?
Well, yes, it's because the season hasn't worn you down, but you're still getting back into the swing of things, so your conditioning might not be all the way there yet.
Here are the starters for Houston. Porter Jr. and Green are the backcourt set. Smith out there with Eric Gordon. And it's Chris in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Porter. Some solid D from Wood. Here's Primetime. Really played well against the Clippers in his last game. Well, you figured the advertising offers would come rolling in for MP. He'll be the new face of Kia in their NBA campaign.
And I'll tell you what, not a bad face to have in the world of endorsements. MP is getting better each day, and sponsors are taking notice.
And so it's Houston with it. The Mavs get their last shot to go. Porter, the pass to Green. Back to Porter. Shot is up. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Their last game, a win against the Clippers, looking to carry it into this one.
Yeah, they hit the court last game with some serious attitude, especially on offense.
And they backed it up with their play, got production from everyone, and they were able to walk the walk on the offensive end. When you take a look at this Houston Rockets team, there is no question that they have talented scorers who can get it going quickly.
Gordon can't hit. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Doncic with the bucket.
Fearless play by Doncic in the paint. Ready to do whatever it takes to find his shot.
And that was the mobile one drive. Low resistance to the finish line.
Yeah, aggressive take there to get inside. They're looking to make things happen to try and take control of this game.
Now here's Gordon. In his last outing, he had 11 points. Here's Chris. Offensive board. Pass to Smith. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. And while the Rockets definitely have some talent, Richard, they've struggled to be consistent.
Yeah, that's largely due to the youth and inexperience, and that only comes with playing games. The guys that they lean on to score are still finding their footing. They're finding their game, and this team realizes they need to stay patient.
And the Rockets call time here. And the first season matchup for them against the Mavericks this year.
And these two teams will face off against one another 4 times. It should be fun.
Yeah, you know, each team wants to take it to the other. I'm sure we will see a lot of toying around with lineups and see what types of matchups work best.
Now here's Porter, a valuable part of their offense, averaging a little more than 16 a game. Smith passes to Porter. Dinwiddie against Green, and the shot goes in.
This is what makes Green so elusive, so difficult to cover. His ability to destroy you with that handle.
Here's Primetime. That three's off the mark. The Rockets trail. And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played. To the paint, and stolen by Wood.
2 minutes.
Outside, Green. Here's Dinwiddie. And he throws it down with one hand.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Did you see that? That was one of the best moves I've ever seen.
Picture perfect execution. He was focused and refused to be denied. Gordon outside. A minute 29 left to play in the first. Here's Porter, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Well, you know, after he was jettisoned by the Cavaliers, Kevin Porter Jr. getting a...
The Mavericks leading. This is how the floor looks for the Rockets, starting the second. Green is the 2 with Tate at the 3. Smith plays the 4 with Şengün at center. And it's Porter in at the 1.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
Pass to Tate. Outside Porter. Green with the ball. Green covering. And it's Green missing. And Kevin Porter with an opportunity in Houston now to learn from his past mistakes.
Well, B.A., controlling his turnovers, now still a work in progress, but all these early reps will serve him well long term. Shows the ability to read and react by finding an open teammate up court.
Gordon, he's checked in for Tate. And it's Houston's ball. They trail by 11. Their next game playing at home as the Pacers come to town. And that'll launch a 4-game homestand for them. Porter in the post. He's covered by Dinwiddie. Porter's shot is off.
He did everything in his power to make that a hard shot.
Excellent D, avoided fouling and got in perfect position to alter that shot.
Here's prime time. They lead by 11, largest margin of the game. Outside Finney-Smith. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. And the Rockets making a change here. Chris has checked in. For Houston, they've got none of their first 3 shots to fall so far in the second. For 3. He can't get that one to fall. And it's Dallas the other way. Dinwiddie outside. Pass to primetime. Fires the 3. That shot off the mark. Houston has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Shoots from the baseline. Misses off the right iron. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Now here's Porter. Really played well against the Clippers in his last game. And it's Green missing. And this Mavericks team, Grant, they are loaded up on shooters who can hurt you from outside.
And that's the way they should be built. Force teams to spread out and give Luka space. And when the Mavs get hot from outside, they are dangerous.
Here's prime time. The stats he's putting up, impressive. Averaging around 30.5 points a game. And it's good. 2 points. Here in quarter 2, we played a little over 2.5 minutes now. The ball's knocked loose. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, the Mavericks this season trying to build a title contender around Luka Doncic, but not a lot of luxury tax wiggle room. Luka said, quote, "I trust them. Whatever move they make, I have great teammates and we're playing great basketball." Brian?
Well, no one wants to see Luka in the playoffs, Allie. Thanks for that. Timeout called. Houston. Well, Richard, you had a long playing career. When you think of the great leaders you were around, what are some of the common threads?
I think one of the common threads are the guys that work the hardest expect the most from their teammates. That's something that I've always seen be very, very consistent with leaders, because leaders, especially leaders of men in professional sports, you have to lead by example.
Bullock, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Doncic comes in for Green. It's blocked. And out of bounds. Dallas will have it. And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
Amazing indeed. And getting stops like that only encourages them to keep attacking on the offensive end.
.157 left in the half. And prime time gets it to go. 11 points in the game.
I just love the ball movement.
And for the Rockets, they're shooting poorly at only 28%. Back to Gordon. Outside Nwaba. 4 on the clock. Here's Martin. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Well, one thing Kenyon Martin Jr. definitely has, Richard, is a big vertical.
Oh, I played with his father, and both of them knew how to defy gravity. He managed to block the dunk attempt of some of the tallest players, and he can take the ball straight to the rim for a slam of his own.
Now here's Nwaba. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Inside, here's Gordon. Doncic with a block. And up the court they come. The Mavericks on the break. Count it. Good. Doncic has gotten his second bucket of the game.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Going all in. That was the 2K drive. Well worth a second look.
With the lead they have, you might think they'd start to settle, but they are still going at the rim strong.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
And you look at the intangibles of Luka Doncic. He has some of the best court awareness in the league, and that shows up most with his passing and body control.
The Mavericks making a switch here. McGee's checked in. Şengün checked in for Houston. Tate comes in for Gordon. Now here's Nwaba. Outside Tate. Pass to Şengün. Here's Christopher. Tate with it. From the arc. It's rebounded by Primetime.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
Here's Primetime. 14 points for him.
Leaving absolutely nothing on the table right now. Their focus and execution has been outstanding.
It's caused them to pull away a bit. Let's see if they can keep the train on the tracks.
Here's Tate. Ooh, he released it in time, but it's off the fence. So it's Dallas firmly in control with an...
The Rockets, 13.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. And for the Mavericks, they're shooting at a very efficient 67%. Heading to backcourt, it'll be Doncic and Dinwiddie. Then there's Christian Wood. Then there's Josh Green. And it's Primetime in at the 4 spot. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Now here's Green. Pass to Gordon. Launches a 3. Wood grabs the board. Wood's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Primetime. Right wing. And the basket by Wood. Wood's got 8.
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
Outside, Green. Pass to Gordon. Second half rolling along, about a minute played here.
Yeah, what an athlete Smith is. Excellent at rising up to punch it home.
Dallas has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. An interesting subplot for Houston going forward, RJ. Their future is tied to Brooklyn, though.
Yeah, because of the James Harden trade, the Rockets pretty much own the Nets' first-round pick through 2027. It'll be interesting to see where those selections land.
Yeah, and Christian Wood moving here to the Mavs over the summer. Now, the Mavs knew they wanted more size, so they sent a number of players in exchange, but they got a deadly weapon to help them this season.
Now here's Porter. Pass to Gordon. Just 5 on the clock. Over Green. Kept alive.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Here's Primetime. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. 22 points for him.
Their interior D continues to look shaky. Not a good matchup for them right now.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Out to Gordon. Yep, that one's good. The Mavericks have gone 4 of 4 in this third quarter. Perfect so far. Pass to Dinwiddie. Here's Primetime. Again, Dallas.
He's been a steady presence for them. Nice to have that kind of safety net at the offensive end.
Gordon outside. Now Green. He's covered by Dinwiddie. Now here's Green. He's been an offensive weapon for them, scoring around 17.5 points a game. Smith. It's rebounded by Dallas. Dinwiddie outside. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Dinwiddie's got his second basket of the game.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
They've had great execution, and what stands out is that they're just taking what the defense gives them, not forcing anything.
Here's Gordon, following the score by Dallas. Pass to Chris. Smith right side. Outside, Green. From outside the arc. Kept alive by Houston. Goes back up. That shot, no good.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
To the middle. Here's prime time. 1:19 left in the third quarter. And the basket is good.
Ooh, he's on a bit of a heater now. He hasn't missed one this quarter yet.
Houston has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Well, Luka Doncic, an all-star from his second season, and every year he's one of the favorites for MVP. But Luka says, quote, I still haven't won anything, so I've got a long way to go. Brian, if you didn't catch it, team success is the metric. He says the key is to win a championship.
Well, he certainly gives him a chance to do just that, Allie. Thank you. And he'll take a trip to the line for two. Clearly got fouled on that shot.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
And he drops a first and a nuke. And so it's the Mavericks taking care of